Now, the Sri Lankan wicketkeeper, let's have a bit of fun, has been, shall we say, vocal today.
Okay, you know why he has been dropped? Really? Yeah. Dropped from the India tour. But going to play the IPL, paying for cash only. Oh, he's a good player of spin, boys. Wow. If you have some time before the next series, would you mind teaching me some shots? Please?
Dicks, you're too good.
You are too good, man.
No, you are.
He's a beautiful player. He's the best in the business here, boys.
We're going home then, mate. Too heavy anyway.
Is it?
Too heavy for me.
You don't get good bats like this. If you have a spare one.
Lovely bats. Pardon?
If you have a spare one.
Well, he did a lot of talking. He didn't keep absolutely perfectly. He missed this tough chance, but a bit of fun. I mean, having a little in Johnny Bairstow's ear about not going to India but taking the IPL cash, asking Dan Lawrence, who's playing in his second Test match, to teach him some shots, and then wanting to nick Joe Root's bat. I mean, it's quite funny, isn't it?
Fabulous. No, it's fine. You know, people will say, well, keep his mouth shut and, you know, sledging and all that. But it's a long day. It's 6.5 hours out there. You don't want it like a morgue. But the thing is that it's not abusive. It's not constant. It's funny. You know, the umpires are perfectly within their rights if he gets too much just to shut him up for a while. But I think that's absolutely fine when it's organic and it comes naturally. He's not playing up to the cameras, and it's a bit of humour. I don't have a problem with any of that. And that is totally different, to my mind, to, you know, the kind of constant abusive sledging that has no part in the game. That's a nice bit of humour in a long day.
Which was your favourite one out of those three?
I thought the cheek to ask Joe Root for his bat. Because Joe Root genuinely thought he was asking about his bats. He's like, he's just teeing him up to see if he can have one.
Playing for cash only. That's just getting in Johnny Bairstow's head.
Yeah, I know, it's like one of those. It's funny because it's true. But I always think as well, when you do that, when you have a chirp, you might talk about someone's technique, all that type of stuff. You know that you've then got to deliver, because then you put yourself under a bit of pressure. You know,
and he's got a bat next time around.
Correct. You know, you've got to make sure you don't make any flaws. And we all know that when we start sledging. I thought that made my day.
So that's different than what, for example, Tim Payne and that were accused of in Australia.
I didn't have a problem with Tim Payne the other day.
Well,
I mean,
but you
it
also said about playing up to the stump mics. And
yeah, I don't like it when they play up to
Australian
the stump mics, but people kind of honed in on what Payne said the other day, as much as they did when Joss Butler had a go at Vernon Philander at Newlands. Now, I don't condone swearing at the opposition, but blimey, it's 6.5 hours of a day, and if you're picking up one comment or one swear word that Butler to Philander or Payne to Ashwin, come on, let's give the players a bit of a break. It's not a schoolyard where you know, come on, miss, he's sworn at me type situation. I just think we need to give the players a little bit of leeway. I'm not in favour of the stump microphones being switched up in between deliveries. They have to be switched up for deliveries, so you get the right sounds, what you need for decisions to be made. But I'm not a fan of them being switched up in between deliveries.
Keep them up, keep them down. What would you do? I mean, the ICC might want to use it away from the television viewership to just police matters, but should we be able to hear that type of chat?
Yeah, I think so. You don't want them up so much that we saw, I think, at times in Australia where people have actually used it as a chance to, you know, forward their stand-up comedy sort of gigs. But actually, I think it's great to hear that every now and again, and that was a good bit of insight. That is exactly what happens, really. As long as it's not abusive, it's absolutely fine.